Cancer, what up? Welcome to my channel. We are doing a tarot card reading, Celtic Cross Spread, for the remainder of the month of December 2021 for the sign of Cancer. What I do in my readings right now is I pull a soul card. This is for only Cancer sun signs. So I pull a soul card. And this is just an illustration card, and it's really an intuitive message that gets pulled for the reading. And this is kind of the overall energy of the reading, kind of an overall story that I kind of pull from that. And then we do a traditional Celtic Cross Spread. We use the Witch's Tarot right now for these readings. You will see that there is a thumbnail image in the videos that shows the spread after I pull it. I'll just take a picture of it, upload it up there, but I'll show you each card as I pull them. So let's go ahead and do it. Angels, if I could get a card for the sign of Cancer for the month of December 2021, the remainder of it anyways. Full card here. All right, let's see. Nothing wants to come out yet. Shuffle them up. Hope you guys are doing pretty well. Kind of new at this YouTube thing. And so I've just been kind of tweaking things as I've gone along here to make the videos a little more interesting. So there we go. Okay, interesting here. All right, so here's the soul card I've pulled. Very interesting. So this looks to be like your, you know, as we can see, it's a figure with half of the face is kind of darkened, and there's no mouth in the image. And there's this floral arrangement on the side of the face where one eye is looking and the other eye is looking out. There's kind of like a spray coming out of this eye. So it seems to me that you're kind of sitting back, not saying much, and absorbing what's going on in your environment. You're just kind of keeping your eye out on things and enjoying the beauty of nature that's around you, the beauty of life that's around you, and things of that nature. So you are very silent, sitting back and observing, in an observant type of energy right now for this month. So I'm curious to see what comes out. What are you observing, contemplating, appreciating? What is all this about? Let's get it going. All right, angels, for Cancer, month of December 2021, the remainder, we got about 2 weeks left. Angels, if you can give me a general message for the sign of Cancer. It seems that you don't want to reveal anything. The cards are a little stubborn right now. King of Pentacles for your overall energy. Sitting back, relaxing, again, enjoying the fruits of your labor here. That's what I think that represents. Perhaps sitting back, watching and enjoying. You can see that king just watching that pentacle, watching the fruits of his labor. That being a court card as an overall energy, this month is all about you. You are the main focus here. And I think you are your own main focus, it seems, for the remainder of the month. Crossing over you is the Tower. So we're that's a big one. Big upheaval, big changes going on, maybe both internally and externally for you. No wonder why you're keeping watch over what's going on around you. You want to maintain the beauty and the fruits of your labor. Let's see what's at your head here. Oh, we'll take that top one. King of Cups in reverse as well. Another king suit, some powerful stuff, but holding back, a little bit of a coldness here. very very observational, very clear here, withdrawing any kind of emotion, and just in your head you're keeping more observant. At your feet is the Two of Cups. So this is a coming together, as sort of a soulmate card. But at your feet, it really means for me that you have a lot of love to offer. Um, um, Anybody willing to kind of take a bite, and you have a lot to offer, not only emotionally but also materially. We'll see what's in your recent past, angels. Okay, Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse, your recent past. Being open to providing a lot of emotion to anyone that, let's say, came your way. You're very open emotionally, not sitting back and just kind of holding back and being content. You're sort of, your contentness, you want to share. You want to share. In your immediate future here, we have the Two of Swords. Okay. So it looks like all this observation that you're doing is going to potentially lead to a decision. Let's go with attitude. Cancer's attitude between now and the end of the month, angels. Okay, the shadow side in reverse. So this is the devil card in the traditional Rider-Waite. I love that it's reverse. So we'll talk about that a little bit. I'll have to kind of take this all in because there's a lot of different messages potentially coming through here. It's a complex story now. Your environment. Cancer's environment, angels. What's Cancer's environment? Okay, Three of Cups, a little bit crowded around you. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. And for Cancer's hopes and fears. Sun sign, Cancer, hope and fear. We have the High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess card in reverse. All right, an outcome. Outcome, angels. Angels. Outcome for Cancer. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And underneath the deck, Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here going on here. Take this in here. There's a lot of duality here. So yeah, you are really doing a lot. You are doing a lot of appreciating on the one side of things, as far as the things that you have, but also the observant side of what of the things that you have, as far as your environment and your world between the remainder of the month. You know, this is kind of the holidays coming up here, and you seem to be in the space where you're just enjoying yourself, not participating in any of the potential family drama that might be coming on around the holidays and things like that. So your overall energy here is, like I mentioned earlier, the King of Pentacles. So you're just sitting back watching all of the blessings that you have in your life, staying strong. You're a solid foundation. People see you as a solid foundation. The thing is though, that's crossing over you is the Tower card. So this is really like massive changes that are out of your control from a spiritual standpoint. It could come from spirit, and it could come from others in your environment, but things that are out of your control that are coming in and causing and wreaking havoc and chaos. And you know, this can be actually good. You know, things that you know, this card really represents sort of spirit coming down and breaking down what was the old and cleansing it out through the fire. You know, in Christian tradition, sacrifices in the Old Testament were burned. Um, uh, uh, the lamb was burned so as a sign of purity. And so this idea of fire and purification, that's kind of what the tower is all about. Yes, it's chaotic, but it's also purifying as well. Now, it's in the upright and the reverse because it crosses over you. And so in your environment for the rest of the month, you're seeing in the outside world a chaos, but yet purification, a necessary chaos and a necessary purification in your immediate environment, people in your family, let's just say friends, your workplace, but then also internal kind of a chaos and a purification where you're seeing actually people based on what's happening in their environment, what's happening to them in the chaos, they are changing inside as well. And so that's kind of what's going on, what you're observing. You're sitting back, you're not saying much of anything, you're just watching. You're just watching and taking it in. Which is smart. At your head here, you're not getting emotional about it. This is the King of Cups is a Scorpio card, and Scorpio is known for having a lot of emotion, but it's under the surface. It doesn't come out, right? Cancer, you're a very emotional sign, and you're using your wits about you to withhold that, not be so emotional, not observe things in such an emotional way. You're trying to be more solid, like that King of Pentacles card, more nuts and bolts, meat and potatoes about how you go about observing situations and thinking about things. And so the King of Cups in reverse, it could be also sort of a cold-hearted type of mindset, but that's probably good right now, because you don't want to, when you have tower moments surrounding you, and maybe even tower moments in your own life, you don't want to act in an emotional way. You want to be more observant. You want to be more balanced in that approach. At your feet is the Two of Cups, so you're ready to connect with people emotionally at any given point in time. You are a water sign, so you are a very emotional sign. So you're ready to do this. That's what you have, at your disposal, at your repertoire here, and in your immediate future here is the Two of Swords. So these are two cards. So this is, and then you have another major arcana in the High Priestess, which is another 2 card. So I'm getting it's coming together. I'm getting a coming together of I'm getting, it's not a coming together, it's more of a duality here. So you have a lot of love to offer, and you have that at your feet and you're ready to go, but you're also going to be very decisive about it. You're going to be thinking about it, right? Because in your head is that King of Cups energy, right? And then so that's what's in this gal's head right here when she's going to be making a decision, which is in the near future, and you will be doing that. You will be making a decision. You're just mulling that over. So, this duality, you're kind of balancing both of these things in your head, this emotion, but also this quick this decisiveness in your decision. I don't see this decision being a decision of love necessarily. I think this is maybe more about relationships and perhaps even family. It's not necessarily about like a love, a romantic love interest. Right here we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. So you are letting go. You recently have been letting go of holding back on your emotional side and sharing sort of the bounty of your love, let's just say. That's kind of how you've recently been doing that. I would say maybe, I'm getting this maybe to a fault, like maybe a little bit too much. Maybe you could have held back a little bit in the recent past and used some of that King of Cups head energy in your thought process, and things might have turned out a little bit differently, but I mean, I would say not much better because you're in that King of Pentacles position. So that might have been just some kind of a lesson that you learned in the past that you're using it to apply to the future for a decision that you have to make. I don't see it as overly, it's not overly romantic though. This is more probably business, family, friendships kind of sense that I'm getting. The shadow side in reverse, um, this is your attitude on the matter. So your attitude is you're not giving into any kind of fear or intimidation. You're fearless. You kind of coming across as like a sort of a demon slayer. In the face of these chaotic moments that you're coming across, you are fearless, and that's probably because you're not thinking of things in an emotional way, and that's really healthy and good. Overly emotional way. I'm not saying be cold-hearted. I'm just saying like you're not being overly emotional and taking everything, to heart and stuff like that. So, you're conquering the battles. You're not letting this fear come into you. See how afraid these folks are from this specter over here. The traditional devil card, it looks a lot differently, but they call it the shadow side in this deck, and I read it just the same. Three of Cups in your environment, you're being really just kind of overwhelmed with, three's a crowd. That's kind of like how this card is read. Upright is kind of more of a celebration and friendship and joy and things like that. But here in the reverse, three's a crowd. It's kind of more, it's more like you might, your environment, you're kind of being sort of like overwhelmed or something, like smothered, let's just say. It's like a smothering feeling that you're getting around you. And that's probably, that probably speaks to, I'm getting things about the holidays and the family and things like that. Maybe that's a little bit smothering, and kind of the story that's going on here. So here in your hopes and fears, you're hoping to really be able to dig into your intuition and use your intuition to your favor to really make more logical decisions. So yes, this sign is about balancing both the physical reality and the spiritual reality of what guides you intuitively. But I'm thinking you are using less of the emotional side, and this is more of a logical way of thinking. You're asking yourself in this duality here of your decision, okay, because these are all two cards here. You're trying to not make decisions based on this emotion here, what you have at your feet here, this love, this emotion, this overwhelming, this, fairies and bunny rabbits and shit like that. You're just trying to make a cold, calculated decision, and that's what this High Priestess in reverse is saying, is that you want to make a logical decision, and that's your hope for the situation. Your outcome is you're going to keep hustling. You're just going to focus on building up the best you that you can, and you're going to keep on hustling and get your kind of bag, get your abundance. The overall energy in the reading was the King of Pentacles, and then you're leaving it off with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is in the upright, it's basically like the single, I got everything I need card. I'm independent sort of man / woman. In the reverse, it's kind of the same, but it's you really working hard and being independent, just hustling, like just balling out of control. And so end to end of the reading is all about you being solid and stable, and all this emotional bullshit that's going on around you. You have time. You have time to make a decision here, and you will, and it'll be the right decision. Whether it be a decision of a job that you want to take, whether it be a decision of like even a place you're going to go spend the holidays at, even a friendships that you want to keep remaining in your life and things like that, and that sort of thing. Your environment. Three's a crowd. You're feeling suffocated by something between now and the end of the month, and you want to move past it, and you will. And then underneath the deck here is the Three of Wands in reverse. So really getting what's coming to you in a good way. That's your reading. Hope you enjoyed it, Cancer. Like, share, subscribe. That would be awesome. See ya.